Liverpool are set for potentially one of their biggest summers in recent history. With the departure of Trent Alexander-Arnold scheduled for the end of the season, the right-back position will be a priority for Arne Slot to replace. In today's video, we have some huge Liverpool transfer news as talks have reportedly begun to secure a Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement. We will look into this in today's video whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez has emerged as the front runner for Liverpool in the left-back market, and the Hungarian has discussed his future amid growing speculation for the summer. The Reds are expected to be busy this summer, and they will be keeping a watchful eye on the left-back market amid doubts over Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas' roles under Arne Slot. At this stage, Kerkez is a name that has been consistently linked to Liverpool by credible journalists, although they are not the only club eager to take him from Bournemouth. The speculation over his future is not lost on the 21-year-old, who told The Athletic that he does see his next step as a return to Europe's elite. As a kid, you dreamed to play at the highest level, win the trophies, be on the best teams, Kerkez said. These are the things that my agent is on, my dad is on. It is not something that they occupy me with because the season is still going, so there's no point to talk about anything. There's games left, the FA Cup is important for us, these are big things. And then, like I say, when someone comes in for you, you never know what's going to happen or where you're going to end up. In the summer, we will see what happens. When it comes to a particular club's interest, it is the response you expect from the young left-back, as few players are eager to open a can of worms while the season is still ongoing. After 2 seasons at Bournemouth, the Hungary international has shown the potential and aptitude to make the transition to Liverpool, but he will require a fee in the region of £40 million. According to the iPaper, the Reds have made initial contact with Bournemouth and reached out to the 21-year-old's representatives as they look to speed up their pursuit with rivals lurking. As for the player Liverpool would be getting, Kerkez said of himself, "I like to be aggressive, but in a sporting way. In a football way, I like to compete a lot. As a fullback, you have to do both, defend and attack. But first of all is your defensive game. If you're not a good defender, you're not going to play or compete for trophies. Last season, I had to work on my defensive awareness to not switch off. I now stay focused for the whole game, and I believe I'm doing both pretty well this season." Now in some huge Liverpool transfer news, Liverpool have held initial talks over the signing of Dutch fullback Jeremy Frimpong, the PA news agency understands. The right-sided Bayer Leverkusen wingback, or winger, is one of Europe's hottest properties, and is understood to be of interest to the Reds, although sources have said talks are at an early stage. Sources said the obvious domino factor that could accelerate Liverpool's interest would be Trent Alexander-Arnold moving to Real Madrid. Amid reports, a deal has now been agreed for the England international to join the European champions. Frimpong, 24, came through the ranks at Manchester City, but has made a huge impression at Leverkusen since joining them from Celtic in 2021, helping them secure the Bundesliga title last season and reach the Europa League final. Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea are also understood to have expressed an interest in Frimpong. He was also part of the Netherlands squad, which reached the semi-finals of Euro 2024. Liverpool have been approached for comment. Former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher cannot understand why Alexander-Arnold does not see his long-term future at Anfield amid reports he is heading to Madrid. Liverpool-born Alexander-Arnold made his debut for the club as an 18-year-old in 2016 and has won the Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Super Cup and Club World Cup, with a second league title now likely as the Reds are 12 points clear at the summit. The news of Alexander-Arnold's decision to leave has not been welcomed by Liverpool fans. In the latest episode of the Stick to Football podcast, Carragher said, "It seems like there's not one thing people are unhappy with. It's leaving on a free or that he should have come out and told the club earlier. People are angry for 3 or 4 different things. I'm not angry about him going on a free. Where I'm at is that, as a local player and a Liverpool fan, Liverpool are in a position where they're competing for the league and a European Cup every year. So if you're a Liverpool fan and a local player, I'm just disappointed that he doesn't think that this is it. I'm putting myself in his position, where I'd be thinking that we could go level with Manchester United in league trophies. I've got another 7 or 8 years at Liverpool and want to get 3 or 4 ahead of them with a couple of more European Cups. Alexander-Arnold has come under some criticism for his defensive performances during the course of his time with Liverpool, and was particularly put under the spotlight when they drew 2-2 with Manchester United in January. That performance came a week after initial reports of a move to Real Madrid surfaced, and Carragher thinks his defending will be questioned more in La Liga. He added, "This idea that Trent won't be as questioned defensively as he is in the Premier League, it's a top league. Real Madrid expect to win the Champions League every season. If you go to Bayern Munich in a quarter-final and let your team down with a couple of goals conceded, the heat is going to be on." Finally, Liverpool are planning their 2025/26 season, with young defender Quansah playing a pivotal role, despite recent interest from Newcastle. The 22-year-old centre-back has caught the attention of the Magpies, with the Times reporting that Quansah is a potential target for the club this summer. Newcastle is rumoured to be preparing a bid in the region of £30 million plus add-ons to secure his services. This isn't the first time Quansah has been linked to a move to St James's Park. Last summer, he was mentioned as a possible makeweight in a deal for Anthony Gordon, which suggests that Newcastle's interest has been long-standing. However, despite the reported interest, Liverpool are intent on keeping hold of Quansah, with the Athletic's James Pearce confirming that the club is not entertaining the idea of selling him. Pearce notes that Quansah is seen as a big part of manager Arne Slot's plans for the upcoming season. Newcastle reportedly valued Quansah at £50 million last summer when they were discussing a potential swap deal involving Joe Gomez. Liverpool, aware of these previous negotiations, believe that Quansah's value has only increased after another season of first-team action and his recent contract extension until 2029. Quansah has made 22 appearances this season, following up on the 33 he made in the 2023-24 campaign. His performances have impressed Slot, particularly his resilience following an early season substitution against Ipswich. Slot highlighted the young defender's mentality, remarking that Quansah has consistently performed well when called upon, proving his value to the team. As Liverpool faces potential defensive changes in the summer, with uncertainty surrounding players like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk, the club is determined to retain Quansah, one of its promising academy products, for the long term. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.